he spoke to the people, our ancestors at the time. He said, look, if you don't keep all these laws that Most High has allowed me to provide you with, all this curse is gonna come upon you. The Most High is gonna bring another nation before. And you're not gonna understand when they're talking to you, they're shouting in your face and spit phlegm coming out their mouth towards you, and they're speaking and shouting at you. You're not gonna understand what the hell they're talking about. Meaning they're gonna have to beat the shit out of you and force you to understand their language. Meaning you're gonna have to lose your language.
That's right.
You're gonna have to lose your Hebrew
and your heritage too.
Verse 50, a nation of fierce countenance which shall not regard the persons of old, nor show favor to the young. And they shall eat the fruit of thy cattle and the fruit of thy land until thou be destroyed, which also shall not leave thee either corn.
See, you can't talk to these people. You can't pull them over and get them into a serious house of limitation. They're in the house of mirth, man. Okay, feasting.
Trying to be like white folks.
Feasting, man. You know? And if you try to, the black will say, why are you guys so negative? You should be happy. It's already Christmas. You know what I'm saying? You can't vibe with that, man. You can't vibe with that. You know what I'm saying? They say a nation of a fierce counter, because Esau's aggressive, man. Is not Esau aggressive?
Yeah, he is.
They're aggressive by nature. They're very ferocious people, man. Yeah, mate. They're very fierce people, man. You see them walking around all angry, but that's just how they walk. They got that stiff, ready walk. Alright? Esau has an aggressive nature. Like when I'm riding my bike, when I'm doing deliveries, taxi drivers, you can see the racism in them, man, in their face. Fuck off, you know what I'm trying to say? You know, even when Esau's having sex, man, he has sex in aggression. He doesn't do it like how the black man does it.
Oh my God!
Everything's an aggression.
He's fierce, man. Because he said, because thou hast not hated blood shall pursue thee. Like Esau's always been about killing. If I start pulling white man, I know I'm gonna get arrested. You know what I'm saying? Esau, man. And you know why? Because he's cursed, man. It goes back to the beginning when Esau said, when he planned to kill Abel, man. When he had jealous, because Cain saw that Abel was blessed by the Most High, but he was favored. You know what I'm saying? He just had the natural, you know. Because you say Jacob was a plain man. Because we're actually peaceful people. Naturally, we don't bother other races of people, man. So-called Israelites, we don't bother you other races of people. It's you other races of people that want to bother us all the time, man. You want to get all up into us, you want to have sex with us, you want to walk and talk like us, you want to get down with us. And we tell you, no, go away, man. We want to do our own thing, then you get all offended, man. Like at the time we were building the temple, and then you other nations want to get involved. And Jerusalem said, man, get out of here, man. You ain't got nothing to do with this. And you other nations, what do? You conspire together to try and hinder our progression. Writing letters to the king, the Medio Persian king, saying, listen, man, these people are making trouble and everything like that. Are we even making no trouble, man? Like I said, they say we're a plain man dwelling in tents. We ain't bothering other nations. We're just doing our thing.
But the reason why we making trouble is because we ain't got no choice. Esau made it that way so that we go out there and we do what we do. To fulfill, you know what I'm saying? Esau, the reason why our people are making trouble now because they're in that predicament where they have to.
What do you mean?
Selling drugs and you know, being facing their own people.
And even if we're doing that, we're doing it to our own people. We're not troubling other races of people. We don't go around, you know, trying to say shooting up other white people's neighborhoods and Arab people, you know what I'm saying? You know, laughing while we're killing other races of people. Esau goes to other people's countries
and destroys
and fucks them up, man.
Yeah.
You know, I'm trying to say China, different countries around the world. He's a mischief maker. The scriptures say he's a fierce man, man.
Yeah.
He's a fierce countenance.
And you know too,
he was a man aggressive, man.
Yeah, he was. But what I want to go back into is what you said earlier before, how the article you was reading before, how it goes into how Britain, the reason why Britain became so great because of the backs of the slaves that built it.
Yeah, I was going to get to that.
No, that's cool. It's cool. Because I want to bring out one scripture that deals with that. It says, "Woe to the bloody city."
Right.
So I want to bring that out real quick, and then you can continue. I think that's in Micah, right? I think
Woe to the bloody cities for the lives of them.
that's the one I want. Yeah. I think it's in Nahum. Yes, and it's in Nahum 3. And that's just the whole thing, because you got people out here acting a damn fool trying to get along with everybody. But here it is, nobody don't like him. You know, and that's just the reality. That's the fucking reality. So what our people need to be doing is they need to start repenting and getting back to the Lord. That's what they need to start. They need to start listening to what we're saying. Okay, because we got the answer. We got the answer on why you're messed up the way you are, and why you gotta force yourself to deal with these other people. But you don't need to. You need to deal with yourself. Okay? Okay, so get me Nahum 3 and 1. Because I mean, you know, people try to murph things up and try to make things look good to overshadow what this country is really made out of, man. And elsewhere. Because it's not just England, it's America too. That had our people in a very dire situation to build their empire up. So we're going to read this. Go on, brother.
This is Nahum 3 and 1, and it says, "Woe to the bloody city, it is all full of lies."
Right, it
and
says,
robbery.
"Woe to the bloody city, and it is full of lies and robbery." And Britain was built on that. Robbery and lies and blood. So the word woe means destruction. Go on, brother.
They pray departeth not.
Go on.
The noise of the whip and the noise of the rattling of the wheels and of the prancing horses and of jumping chariots.
I tell you what, stop there and get me Ezekiel 35, where it speaks about, I'm going to give it back to you, where it speaks about, for thou hast brought blood, and blood shall pursue thee. And that's just the whole thing, because people try to get away from the past because the past is very dingy and nasty, but we're going to deal with the past. You're going to put it all in your face. You're going to put that mirror right in front of you so you can see the true reflection of who you are. Okay? See the true reflection of what you look like. So we're going to keep bringing it out, and we're going to bring the Spirit of the Lord is going to basically strike his words towards you, man. Strike his words against you, and it's going to be done by the prophets who you see out here. Go on, brother.
As Ezekiel 35 and 5, and it says, because thou hast had a perpetual hatred and hast shed the blood of the children of Israel.
And this is talking about the so-called white man Esau. Okay, that's what this is referring to, Esau. Okay, go on.
Because thou hast had a perpetual hatred and hast shed the blood of the children of Israel.
Right, because thou hast shed the blood of the children of Israel to build your society up, to build America up, and to build Great Britain up. Go on.
By the force of the sword.
By the force of the sword. Okay, and that's what they did. They was even shooting our people down too, and they still doing it today. Okay, so what's going to be the recompense by a town that was built by iniquity? They're going to receive blood back on them. Okay, go on, brother.
In the time of their calamity, in the time that their iniquity had an end.
Right, go on.
Therefore, as I live, saith Yahweh power, I will prepare unto thee blood.
Right, I will prepare unto thee blood. Because what was the transatlantic slave trade about? Okay, when we got to the shores of America or the shores of Britain, what was going on? Okay, you had certain British men that had a group of slaves, and they treated them very badly, of course. So read that verse again.
Therefore, as I live, saith Yahweh power, I will prepare thee unto blood.
I will prepare thee unto blood. And you know what that blood is going to be? It's not going to be us shedding the blood. It's going to be your own selves and you going against other nations. That's that nuclear war, as I said earlier before. The reason why the world is going to go towards nuclear wars because of slavery, and we're going to get that later on in the book of Joel, the 3rd chapter in the Bible. Go on.
I will prepare thee unto blood,
Yeah.
and blood shall pursue thee,
Go on. And blood shall pursue thee. Go on.
as if thou hast not hated blood,
Yeah.
even blood shall pursue thee.
Right, because Esau didn't mind shedding blood towards the nation of Israel and other people. But guess what? That blood is going to be shed towards him now. That's the judgment. That's the judgment that's written. Okay? And that judgment is going to be made manifest on the whole entire earth. So when people say, oh, you got to forget about this and you got to forget about that, well, guess what, baby? The Lord ain't forgetting about it that way. The Lord is going to repay you for what you've done, Esau. And you ain't getting off scot-free just because our people can't do what it means to get back on their feet and to get your ass in gear, or to get your asses knocked over. Don't think for 1 second you're gonna keep doing it, because there's gonna come a time where all of the matters that you're doing towards Jake, man, is gonna come back on you. Go on, brother.
Verse 7, thus will I make Mount Seir most desolate,
Right?
and cut off from it him that passeth out, and him that returneth.
Right, and Mount Seir is another way of saying that the government of Esau. Esau is the people of your so-called European descent. And this is why Esau, they can go over there and shoot up poor little children as game. And that's what they do. Okay, you got these so-called white businessmen. What they'll do is for fun, they'll go over to these poor areas and shoot innocent children down. That's what these white guys will do. They'll go over there and shoot innocent black children down in West Africa. Like it's game. Okay, so they're basically a bloody race of people, and they've established their set up by blood. So what's going to happen to their towns and their countries that are set up by blood? It's going to be destroyed by blood. Okay, because it wasn't established by righteousness. It wasn't established by fairness. No, it was established by robbery, thievery, and blood.